And if you're anything like my kids, you're not being disrespectful when you ask why. You're just asking, like, what's the reason? Like, why is this happening? Just what's the reason? And it's like, we're raising adults that are, because you still teach them respect. Like, it's a balance. It is, it's a whole thing to be a productive parent. And it might not be talked about yet, but one day it will. And I'm just going ahead and just saying it now. Like, you can be a productive parent. You don't have to choose just one way to parent. You don't have to be, what is it? Authoritative parent, or a aloof parent, or a gentle parent. You can literally be all of those. Well, not the aloof. I don't know. I'm just saying you can really balance it out. And I would just call that being productive, because too much of one thing, no matter what it is not ideal. So it's best to just mix things up. And the results you get from mixing things up, even if everyone else is telling you you need to whoop them, you're not spanking them, or you're not spanking them enough, or you're too nice to them, you spoil them, and it's just like, that just means that you're doing what you're afraid that you're not doing, which is loving on them and really making a mark in their heart that, hey, I love you, like you. And it's important that they know that, so that if they do manage to get their behinds popped, they don't start to question their existence, their well-being, their safety. If you love them, if you care about them. Is my parent a liar? Do they mean what they, like, what do they mean? Okay, so clearly they mean this, but do they mean this? And then they start looking for signs of that. Like, well, do they really care and love me? And then they start looking for signs of that. And when they don't really see or feel, and they don't pick up, they don't crack the code until they're older. But it's always when we get older that we're like, oh, that's why I felt like that at those times, at those moments, with those people. And so that's why I'm just like, it's important to establish certain things while you're establishing other things. Because whatever you're going hard in with one or two things, the other 6 things are being neglected. And I know it's just like, 6 things, like, I can barely keep up with just the one thing. But you kind of naturally just end up doing it, as long as your intentions are genuinely pure. And so I think, just like how your children, I just think there's so many things that are important, and that we need to remember it's never just one or two, it's always everything. So yeah, my children asking why, I know they're not being disrespectful, because I actually know my children. When you don't know your children, you feel like a lot of what you take everything they say as a freaking threat. And especially if you're unhealed, you take everything they say as a threat. And I say unhealed because I'm talking about grandparents too, just older generation families, and just really not understanding that. Or just people with old generation thinking, or people who just strictly either believe only in gentle parenting, only in whooping that tail. Like, I don't know. I actually do look at my past and look at how I turned out, and what all the different things that happened, what led to certain decisions, and then where those decisions led me. And it's just like, I would have to be a genuine asshole to just do everything the same way it was done. Like, I'd have to be a genuine asshole not to put in effort and try to do things differently, even if it's a risk, because it's like, I don't know how this will turn out, because I've never seen it. I've never seen anybody do it the way I'm doing it. No one in my bloodline did it like this. No one in the other parents' bloodline did it like there's no way of knowing. So it's just like taking a risk, taking the chance, and just doing it. And honestly, that's real love. Like being open to find another way. And the thing is, a lot of us did not have a messed up childhood or warped childhood or traumatic childhood. So a lot of people kind of miss out because they don't even know where things could be better, what they could do to be more effective, how they could really enrich their child's life, because they didn't feel like anything was wrong when they were a child. And so now they are just probably doing literally everything that was done and said to them because they feel like it just didn't do anything negative to them, or not even anything. They just feel like it didn't have an effect on them. And so because there was no trauma, it doesn't really, you don't have anything to surpass, you know? So you just end up replicating it. And then that can also happen if you're just lazy. Or if you got beat down by life so bad as a child that you just gave up and gave in and said, you're done with life. Or you literally took your life. Or tried to. And I've pretty much done all three of those things, except for one of them, obviously. But in a sense, I've done all three of those things. And so I know a lot of people have. I know a lot of people are actually out there really trying to do it different because they actually did have a different childhood than the majority of this world. And I feel like that just allows you to be a really effective, unique parent, and you're really able to really develop something real and just something unique with your children, because you have no choice. The type of person you are, plus the type of childhood you had, it does things to your mind, to your body, and you can't help but respond a certain way, to seek something. And so as an adult, it's okay to ask why. You know, if you were told not to ask why, not to ask why. I started this video off talking to myself, and I kind of just hit record right in the middle of it. That's why there was like no context whatsoever. But to just bring it back to where I was, I can ask why. I can ask somebody, well, why? What's the reasoning behind that? Like, what's up? I can ask that. I've spent most of my the adult life I've lived so far, because I'm still a baby technically, not asking why, just taking getting told something and not even questioning it. Oh, something in my order was substituted, let me go see what it is so I can say nope, deny. But yeah, bottom line is, it's okay to ask why. It's a right. It's our right to be able to ask why. Just be respectful. And children have to learn respect. Anyway, gotta go check on my order before I end up with something I don't want.